Hello and welcome back to Stick to Fitness. I'm Hymsuen and I'm joined today with my co-host Archie. And today's topic, we're tackling the question of whether personal trainers need to be a walking billboard. Should they practice what they preach? Should they look like they bench press for breakfast? Or is it okay to rock the before picture vibe? 6-pack or 6 snacks? We're going to be revealing the truth behind the washboard abs and protein shake stereotypes. So I want to start off with the halo type effect. So this is where, and we were speaking about this before, where an attractive or a fit-looking individual are perceived to be more competent, to perceived to be knowing more information. And how does that affect the fitness industry? How does that affect personal trainers?
I think it's definitely easier to get clients if you're in shape.
For sure.
So if you're someone who is in shape like kind of year round, I think it's going to be a lot easier to get those results than if you're someone that necessarily hasn't ever been in shape, number one. And number two, if you're someone that if you're not in the gym and you're not seeing that person training and practicing what they preach, I think it's going to be difficult for them.
It's a hard sell, isn't it?
So it's a very hard sell. But whether or not that means that they're not a good personal trainer I think is a different kind of, from a sales point of view, definitely. But I think if you're talking about going into more detail about who's going to be most beneficial, it might not necessarily always be the big guy.
Yeah. It's judging a book by its cover, right? Everyone always thinks that, I guess it stems from the media as well, right? So how you'll never see a celebrity train with a personal trainer who isn't in half decent nick, right? You don't see, when someone puts out an image, you go on Google now, you search personal trainer, what are you going to see? You see pictures of almost like model type looking guys, right? Or even girls who, they maybe have the abs, maybe they are in really good shape, the bulging biceps, but you never see somebody who is out of shape. And is that just a stereotype that the media has portrayed it? So everyone just now, it's like a subconscious message that's been sent that now everyone expects that to be the case.
Yeah, I don't think people look at qualifications when it comes to picking
absolutely
a personal trainer or an online coach or whatever. Because the way, if you're in shape, the way that you can market yourself is that of someone who actually knows kind of what they're doing.
But the way that you look makes a big difference, right? For any job that you're doing. So I guess if you're looking at a professional, and this is why, a lot of clients do train as well, is that they are, quote unquote, busy professionals, or they're a CEO, or they have a high authority in terms of their job. But to be taken very seriously in their job as well, they need to look like they look after themselves. They need to look like let's say if you're hiring a lawyer or something like that, you want somebody that kind of looks the part, they hold this, being in shape just holds a certain stature.
Wearing a suit.
Yeah, but it holds a certain stature to you,
Because I think it definitely does, but I think there are some kind of exceptions.
For sure. But you need to make sure you're hell of a good of personal trainer or a lawyer, whatever.
Yeah.
To be able to overcome those kind of things, right?
But
then what if you then had the other way around, right? You got two people, both extremely knowledgeable. Who are you gonna go for?
Shape.
As well, right? Because it's 2
course.
in 1.
Yeah. But it's like when people are prepping clients for bodybuilding shows but have never competed. You never walk that walk that your client's going on. But then if you look at someone like, what's his name? Hani Rambo. What's his name? Hani?
Yeah, Hani Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo.
Hani Rambo.
And who do you have that comes? Was it second in the Mr.
He coaches CBUM.
Yeah, but that's the classic one. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he had something crazy stats, in terms of how many people he's coached to a Mr. Olympia title. But he's never stepped on stage, to my knowledge.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. His credentials sell it, right? But I wonder how he even got started.
I don't know.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Because that would be interesting. Because obviously he's coached Derek Lunsford now, right? How has he how's he even been given that opportunity in the beginning to be in that position? I don't know his history, right?
Luck.
Luck, that's it. Yeah, straight luck. Just like someone just threw a dice and was like,
yeah, pick him.
He'll do. But yeah, you need to be really top drawer, like top of the game, to be able to have that authority, right?
Yeah, but it's the same. You do see it though across different like professions. Like there are some football managers that never played at the highest level. Like Jose Mourinho was an interpreter, he used to work at Barcelona for the Bobby Robson, doing the interpretation for like the language barriers and stuff. But he just learned kind of as he was going along. Never played at a high level or whatever. And I think in terms of the hypocrisy that comes with like being out of shape, being the personal trainer, like the amount of doctors that smoke, like, and they'll sit there and tell you, no, you shouldn't be smoking. Like, it's just, I think it happens across all kind of professions.
The brain surgeon with half a brain.
Yeah. The heart surgeon with heart problems. Like, it's just, of course, you're always going to find kind of things like that across. That's why I think doing some research and not just falling into the trap of going with the first person who walks up to you is always going to be kind of important. But definitely, I think it does help being in shape. And it reminds me of a conversation we had, obviously, at university in terms of like becoming a PE teacher. Was like, the PE teachers need to look a certain way.
Do you think they should?
Well,
do you know what? I don't think any of my PE teachers were particularly in shape.
I think it's different for in shape. I think because a lot of obviously what we do is everything skill based, isn't it? So when you're demonstrating stuff,
so you should be good at it.
Yeah, you have to be of a certain level of like doing everything. Like I would feel 100% confident doing any demonstration.
Oh yeah,
for not like 99% of sports, it'd be fine.
That's sick.
But whether you're kind of in shape or not, or is kind of by the by, you have that knowledge, especially when it comes to being in the classroom and things like that.
It's a skill, isn't it? I guess. Yeah.
So the skill based stuff, like we're doing racket sport or games over a net or invasion games or whatever. 99% of the time, just whether we've got one person or like. And some people get nervous about doing that. You see a lot of like trainees and stuff. You got 30 kids sat down in front of you and you're like, this is how you do a free throw, like for example, basketball. Yeah. And you miss.
Boom.
Yeah. Oh, nah.
No?
They kill you, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Happens.
Yeah, kids are funny, isn't it?
But it's the same way, like if you're a personal trainer and you're trying to say to your client, so we're going to go and do the bench press, and your max bench might be 60 kilos, 80 kilos, and your client's flying past like 100. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just a bit like...
What about what if you're female and you're coaching a guy? What if your bench is like, it's pretty decent, you're like 60 kilos, you're a 60 kilo lady. Mm-hmm. But then obviously the guy's going to be able to bench 80, 100 kilos, right?
I think that's when knowledge comes into play, and then kind of having that knowledge of how to execute a skill. Because it might be less, but she's executing it way better than you.
Yeah.
It's the same with like golf, isn't it?
Or maybe the percentage ratio for her body weight to yours.
But like a female golfer,
yeah,
they hit the ball clean every time.
Yeah. I'll listen to a female golfer.
Yeah, I'll listen to a female golfer as well, for sure. Yeah. Like, because they're going to be able to tell you things that you're not doing. And when it comes down to it, if you played them over 18 holes, they're going to absolutely wipe the floor with you. So, but yeah, like you said, if you're doing it for pound, might actually be stronger than you. Yeah, if you're doing it pound for pound.
That's emotional.
Emotional damage. Yeah, but it can happen though.
Yeah.
But she's just better at executing the movement. So if you're strong, but you're struggling to execute, and like your bum's coming off your feet are coming, you're doing it one leg or doing whatever, she might be able to help you with like, try these cues and do this and do that.
Yeah.
It depends what you want to get out of it.
Yeah.
But I think if you're someone and you're looking at someone like, I want to look like you, and it happens not with females, isn't it? Because if a woman grows a bum, then all the women are like, they fall in love with her and they're like, oh my God, I need to be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
What did you do? I did 100 hip thrusts every single day. Yeah. It's genetics.
Yeah. How do you coach that?
Yeah. So I think that comes into play. I don't think it's a good image of I think, show balance, show that you can do it whilst, having a lifestyle and doing different things, but actually being, not saying you have to walk around shredded, but there should be an element where it's like, nah, I can listen to what you're talking about, and then you've actually been and
do you think
done it.
Do you think clients would doubt the abilities of somebody. So let's say you work for a company, right? And you're overweight, and clients just come into the company and they just get given to trainers, right? Let's say, do you think your client would then question you more if you're overweight? Like, is what you're saying, the right thing?
I don't know. I think now they would, because there's so many people doing it, and there's so many people that are in shape. I think there's a lot more people that are just like in the gym. There's a lot more people that are in shape just in general compared to like a couple of years ago. So you would be a bit annoyed if you got paired with the one that's like, wow, everyone else has got 6-pack abs and like shredded glutes and this, that, and I've got the overweight person. I'm not happy with his.
Yeah.
Like,
but then he could be the best trainer.
Could be the best trainer, yeah.
That's mad.
But you wouldn't. If we do make judgments based on what we see.
Is that our problem then, and not necessarily?
I think so. Because if you could be the best online personal trainer going, because you've acquired knowledge and you've done various courses and stuff, you never got yourself in shape, but you got hundreds of people in shape. You know that process. You know how to get people in shape, but probably know how to get yourself in shape as well, but you just never committed to it.
It's interesting, huh? I just feel like somewhere you're missing a trick. Like, okay, you get some really good results, right, without having done it yourself, but how many people do that?
I don't think there's a lot.
Yeah, there's few and far between, right? And I think if those people were able to do that, they, having gone through that process themselves, they would probably excel even further. They would be even better with a coach.
But I think that's why we've seen a lot more people competing in bodybuilding, though, or in different categories, or people just competing in fitness in general, whether that be like CrossFit stuff, the Hydrox stuff.
Hydrox.
What's it called?
Hyrox.
Yeah, whatever that hippie
you always
stuff
add words to
whatever that hippie stuff is, man.
Hydrox.
Like all that sort of, like, so people just competing in fitness in general has gone through the roof because it's a selling point.
Yeah.
It's, I've done this.
I'm doing something. Yeah.
I'm doing it. Whether you're good at it or not, or however, to then be able to market yourself and say, I did this, I do this, like, it's massive.
Yeah.
I think that's why there has been a massive increase in people.
So funny.
Partaking.
It used to be on the PT boards where you're like, I've done this certification, I've done that.
Yeah.
Now it's like Hyrox, CrossFit.
Yeah. I've competed, I've done this, yeah.
Yeah. I always feel like you're trying to do too many things, man. I bet you're shit at all of them.
But that's why, you can see those people that like, for example, compete in like bodybuilding, then a month later they're doing running. Like they're now going to do a half marathon or whatever. Yeah. It's like you're just doing it just because to say that you're basically ticking boxes, aren't you?
Yeah. You're not truly committed to this bodybuilding life.
No, you're not.
You're not about it.
No, but then you're never truly committed to the
run life.
The run life, because you go back to the bodybuilding life. So you're just like going in between, trying to find like
yo exerciser.
Yeah, just trying to figure out where you kind of fit in.
Yeah,
I guess in terms of the market, but it's definitely an interesting one.
Yeah, I think. But then you've got the opposite side, right, where there is a disconnect between, I guess, a client's expectations and the realistic outcome. So you got not every jack person knows how to coach a client, right?
No, it's different.
Just because you look fantastic doesn't necessarily mean that you know how to coach your client into that shape as well. Like you see, well, the guys that get in the best shape are always the bodybuilders, right? But bodybuilders oftentimes are great at coaching other bodybuilders, but not necessarily actual human being, which is
I think that's the question though to ask then, isn't it? It's going up to the big shredded guy or whatever that you want to be and say, who's your coach?
Yeah.
Because, or like who got you into kind of where you are now, whoever that be, and then having a conversation with them saying, I'm speaking to so-and-so. I said, I want to be like them. What do I need to do?
Because you got to find the bodybuilder's coach.
Yeah.
They would have solved it.
Yeah. Not the bodybuilder.
Yeah. But then that person might be a shit coach as well, because the guy that is the PT, the bodybuilder, he's obviously used to eating like cardboard and sawdust, right, to get in shape. He doesn't care. Doesn't know about. But then it was an easy job for that trainer to coach him because well, I just gave him a meal plan and he followed it.
I think you have to find whoever you're going to be working with for anything, whether that be like a tradesperson or whoever. You've got to find someone that's compatible with what you want, because then it's just going to make it a lot easier. But it's definitely something to bear in mind when sourcing, looking for an online coach. Is not so much, are they in shape? It's who have they helped? Have they helped people like me?
But then, should that mean then, should every fitness professional look the same? Because you've got different people from wanting different things. So you might have, I guess, mums who want to lose weight. They don't want to get super shredded, right? Or you got powerlifters who are probably going to be a little bit more overweight. You got strongman competitors. You got loads of different people. So should every fitness professional look exactly the same? Not everyone's going to be bodybuilder jacked. Some people might be like CrossFit jacked or Hydrox jacked, right? So then maybe there should be different levels, and personal trainers or coaches for different niches should potentially look slightly different as well.
Well, if you ask someone to just with a pen and paper say draw
a personal trainer,
draw what you think a personal trainer, a male one and a female one, what they look like. Yeah. I think that could be an interesting thing to do. As a social experiment. We should go out into the town of Uxbridge and do that as a social experiment.
People to draw a massive dick with a whistle
on their phones.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. The town of Uxbridge.
Yeah.
Because, if you think about American football, right? Not every position in American football, they look the same. They're different.
Yeah.
You got the linemen, they're bigger, heavier, more overweight, stomach. You wouldn't say they're athlete, but they're fucking athletic. Then you've got the wide receivers, they're a little bit scrawnier, skinnier, taller, more like basketball type look. The quarterbacks as well.
I think that's where fit for purpose comes in, though, isn't it? It's the same with like rugby. Those props are huge.
Yeah.
But they're so fast. But they're fit for purpose. For what they're doing, they're in good shape. But if you looked at them, you might say they're not in good shape. It's always like that thing, isn't it? It's like if you look at Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, that's like two completely different ends of the spectrum.
But they're both the same weight class.
Because for whatever reason, muscle weighs more than fat. And
doesn't mean Anthony Joshua is better than him, though.
No, exactly. It doesn't mean that he's a better boxer or anything. But if you didn't know them and you said who's going to win in this fight, I think most people lean towards Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, if you didn't watch
if you didn't know what boxing, if you were new to boxing and you didn't know who was who, you wouldn't even think Tyson Fury was a fighter. Yeah. Just based on how he looks. It's
like John Jones and DC, right? I don't know if you watch UFC.
I don't watch UFC, no.
For one, DC's like quite fat.
Oh, is it?
And John Jones is like pretty jacked, taller guy. But DC's he's a fucking sick fighter.
Yeah.
Man.
But that's what I mean. But when it comes to like what your eyes see, you were seeing that for the first time, like seeing these people walk out into the ring or into the octagon or whatever. You'll be like, what is this guy lost?
Yeah.
Is this a joke? Like, is this guy won a competition to have a heavyweight fight or something?
It's like that perception, right, with footballers as well. You think, they all should look like Ronaldo.
I think that a lot of footballers all do look the same, though.
You think?
Apart from take away height.
Wayne Rooney was quite overweight, man, when he was playing. Even Ronaldinho. Mate, he had a belly, bro.
Wayne Rooney didn't have a belly.
He had a belly, bro.
You're dissing Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney had a belly, bro.
Wayne Rooney just looked old.
He looked very old.
That was it.
I don't think he had abs.
No, but I think like nowadays footballers, they all kind of do just look the same.
I don't think they all look the same.
Body composition wise.
They're not jacked though. They're not like...
No, they're not jacked, but they're just
like Mo
lean.
Salah looks pretty sick, bro.
They're just lean.
Mo Salah looks like he's got six pack. Like when he takes his top off, you're like, oh shit.
Genetics.
Yeah. And then same with Ronaldo. He's got that like...
Yeah, but they're like kind of training for that. Whereas like, if you're just a footballer, if you're a professional footballer, I think they just all kind of just look the same. What they got basic, they're between 5'8" to 6 foot, whatever.
Skinny fat.
Lean, couple of tattoos, always have a fresh haircut. They all just look the same.
Yeah. But do you feel like, I don't know. Yeah. Some like David De Gea, he's skinny, bro. Slim, like proper.
Yeah, but he looks like John Stones.
He just side by side.
Yeah,
De Gea and John
but you know what I mean? They
Stones.
just look the same. Tall and skinny, but very good at football. Then you go down to like League Two.
Sean Wright Phillips.
Look the same, man. But that's a perception thing, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you know, I think
I used to always think like footballers should look like Ronaldo. Like that in my mind, I'm like, oh, he's an athlete.
yeah, but Messi would never look like Ronaldo.
But that's what I mean. That I used to think they should all look like in condition, like like they're fit. But it's
You had Frank Lampard, Fat Frank.
That's what I mean.
But
what about what's his name? Who's that midfielder for Man United? The Brazilian guy that got loads of stick the other week.
Casemiro. Yeah, no, he's past it, man. But anyway, with like the body, I think in most sports or jobs or professions, there is a certain look.
Yeah,
that is acceptable kind of in society.
Right.
Like not just across like fitness. Like we're talking about lawyer. If you were hiring a lawyer and he turned up wearing like a tracksuit and he didn't come in like a suit or whatever, you might be a bit like, the hell? Who am I paying? Like,
but he could be the best lawyer.
Of course, but I think there is a real perception with like anything that everyone has to fit into a certain box of how they look.
Is that good or bad?
I don't think it's a bad thing because you'll miss out on a lot of like knowledge from people because you're judging them based.
Well, is that also like just like work attire that you have to abide by?
No, I don't know because
you can't just go in.
But who says?
Yeah.
What difference? But what difference does it make though?
It shouldn't really, should it?
Of course, if you're the best lawyer and you're coming,
but they
to
all
court,
have that. The barristers have to wear the wigs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I can't get my head around all that stuff. But like, even just turning up to like going to work in office, why do you have to wear a suit and tie? What difference does it make? You're sat at a desk all day.
You're supposed to look professional, right?
But who says that looks professional?
I don't know.
You might get more out of someone who's sat in comfy clothes, being more comfortable.
But then what level of comfy clothes is acceptable?
Okay, so when you're at home doing your check-ins and stuff, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing like a t-shirt or something.
Just
like
a t-shirt?
hoodie, maybe a hoodie. I'm never topless.
Why you not got a shirt and tie on? More professional, isn't it? when you're doing your like initial, what do you call them, like signing up videos, for example. So when you've got a fresh client that wants to join your, why are you not wearing a suit and tie?
I think it just looks weird, innit, as a fitness professional to wear a suit and tie.
Why are the personal trainers not walking around the gym?
Because they can't demonstrate an exercise in a suit and tie. But I used to wear a polo top when I used to train clients in the gym.
Yeah.
To look professional. Yeah, I didn't go, and I used to wear black shorts. Like, I didn't wear like some fluorescent coloured shorts or some shit, right?
Yeah.
All black shorts because it's like,
I do think
the way that
everyone gets put in a box. I mean, there's a certain way we have to look, and is that
because you're allowed to wear shorts and whatever as a PE teacher, right?
Like this.
Why don't you wear a shirt and tie? Why is it all the other teachers?
I'll tell you what.
All the other teachers have to wear a suit, right?
They don't have to. It's like smart casual.
So they can wear polo top and.
Yeah.
Do teachers do that? I see you a lot wear suit.
I think it's obviously every school's different, but like when it comes to like parents' evening,
you have to wear a suit.
No, don't have to, but I do.
Do you?
Yeah, because
so then your clients, your students are like, "What the fuck are you wearing a suit?"
Yeah. But then it's also the thing of like, well, why everyone else has to turn up in a certain way, and you want me to sit in my t-shirt and shorts?
Well, but you're dressed for your job, innit?
Yeah, but I'm not doing my job at that moment in time. I'm meeting parents.
I suppose, yeah.
Impressions, isn't it? So if it's my year groups and it's parents' evening, 100%.
Really?
3-piece suit.
Where are you finding that suit from?
What do you mean?
Find a different one every year.
Yeah, it depends what weight I am. I've got a suit for 90 kilos to 100, 110, 100 to 120.
Shit.
Yeah.
You're nothing smaller. Gym contest prep.
No, I think if I get sub 90, I'm not going anywhere where I need to wear a suit. Sub 90, I would turn up to parents evening in shorts and a t-shirt.
Okay. Do other PE teachers do that? Do they wear a suit?
No. Don't have to. just think if you're going to represent something, like you said, the way that you look is important. And if everyone else is doing it in a certain way, if everyone else is like in shape in the gym, like say there's a group of 5 personal trainers, you're all working in the gym together, and you're the one that's not in shape. Come on, man, you got to step your game up.
You stand out, and
you got to stand out.
But then you might stand out because you're overweight.
Yeah,
people are like, he's an overweight trainer.
So you're the powerlifting PT because you're out of shape.
It's like I teach specifically sumos.
Yeah,
that's my niche. I help sumo wrestlers.
Unless you want to do squat, bench, and deadlift, I can't help you. Because you look a certain way. So,
very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so we hope you found this discussion interesting. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a review on iTunes and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And you can find me on Instagram @GymWithHim, and Archie is @Archie13 with 2 E's. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.
What's this?
This is the OG cream soda. This is
Chinese cream soda?
It's actually Schweppes. I don't know where Schweppes is from. Is Schweppes Chinese? I don't think it is.
I don't think this is a Chinese drink.
No, it's got a bare Chinese writing on it.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's a Chinese from.
Look at that. Tell me you can read that.
Yeah, no. I've just seen sugar. So what's this? Cream soda?
It's cream soda.
It's the same colour as the dragon juice. It just tastes like cream soda. Why is it green?
I don't know, but I think this is the best cream soda out there.
I mean, it just tastes like any other cream soda.
Nah, man.
It's green though. Why is it green?
This is legit. It's green because it's joy juice. You get me?
I think I prefer the joy juice.